Have you had a chance to watch Victor Wembanyama play yet?
Yeah, he's like the 2K creative player. Every point guard that wants to be 7 foot, cheat code type vibe.
Everybody, we're labeling like this unicorn thing. Everybody's been a unicorn over the last few years, but he's more like an alien.
Victor Wembanyama is one of those once-in-a-lifetime talents. The 7'3" Frenchman has gotten a lot of hype in the last few months due to his freakish physical attributes, but also the playstyle that comes with them. At 7'3", Wembanyama has more of a guard-like playing style than that of a big man. He's comfortable at taking shots from the outside, has great passing vision, can handle the ball, things that most big men who even are a couple of inches shorter than Wemby still struggle to do. He has a great scoring touch for a player his size, and has confidence when taking them. At such a young age, he's proven himself against grown men in one of the toughest leagues in Europe, which will for sure help him in his basketball journey. He is so far ahead of his peers, so it's no wonder he went number 1 at the 2023 draft, and his Summer League debut for the Spurs was the second most watched Summer League debut behind Zion Williamson's debut in 2019. Let's see what the future Wembanyama NBA rivals have to say about the Frenchman's talents. Wembanyama's combination of size and skills is something that we've never seen before, at least in real life that is. These types of players have been spotted only on NBA 2K's My Career, where you can create your own player who you're going to run the NBA with. Stephen Curry, the greatest shooter in NBA history, is also somebody whose skills have only been seen on NBA 2K before him. Steph Curry's not a physical outlier in no way, shape, or form, but his skills and shooting ability are what make him otherworldly. However, Steph was still very impressed from Wembanyama's size and skills, and he delivered an interesting scouting report on the French unicorn. He's like the NBA 2K creative player, every point guard that wants to be 7 foot, cheat code type vibes, man. He's a solid talent. It's great to watch. Great and inspiring words from one of the NBA's all-time greats. Jamal Murray paid a visit to France for the Remy Reverchon. The Canadian NBA champion this season with the Denver Nuggets sees similarities between Wembanyama and one of his former teammates. I saw highlights from Victor Wembanyama. We had someone similar in our team, Bol. Game while being able to handle the ball and get it back in. I've seen Bol do that since high school, so I think I know what to expect. The hype depends on who you are. LeBron, for example, it made him better. It all depends on how the person handles the pressure. Well, that doesn't bother me, but I didn't have that younger hype. It wasn't Wemby land for me. I think it can keep him sharp and motivated to keep showing his talent. Wemby's a prospect the NBA hasn't seen in ages. A literal unicorn, he's what many would describe as the perfect basketball player. A big man who can dominate in the post, has the handles of a guard, and can shoot three-pointers at a consistent rate. However, while everyone is convinced he can challenge LeBron James and Michael Jordan for the throne, Draymond Green has expressed some concerns. I think people are setting him up for failure. Like, oh, he's going to be an all-star next year. Man, it's hard in this NBA. It's hard to become an all-star in this league. Now, if he do, like, God be with him, more power to him. But to say he's going to be an all-star next year like he don't have to figure this game out, I don't really buy that. Draymond is a basketball junkie who always keeps it real, and this time he makes an interesting point as well. The Atlanta Hawks were not on the clock, but Trae Young liked what he was seeing. While it was a foregone conclusion that the San Antonio Spurs would take the French phenom, seeing the big man amongst his fellow future rookies drew a reaction from Young, the number 5 overall pick in the 2018 NBA draft. 7'5" is really OD, lol, Young tweeted on June 22nd during the annual selection cycle. You gotta be happy for this kid. He gonna be special. Look forward to competing, killa. While Wembanyama is set to take over in San Antonio, Young also sent a message out to the rest of the class even before sending that message to Wembanyama individually, harkening back to his own draft experience. Shout out to all the draftees tonight, tweeted Young. Life-changing moment. Always love seeing who goes 5th. Serge Ibaka's been hosting a show on YouTube called How Hungry Are You? This time he invited 2-time NBA MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo, who's obviously a freakish athlete, the primary reason for his nickname the Greek Freak. When Ibaka asked about Wembanyama, Giannis was straightforward. When this kid comes, get ready. If you're not ready, this kid is going to be a problem. I've never seen this before in my life. I saw him up close. He was on the same team as my brother Costas. He's taller than Rudy Gobert, but he can block shots like Rudy and shoot like KD. Crazy. And he has a good attitude. If he stays healthy, he's going to be really good. It's going to be interesting to see how Wembanyama's body will transform in the NBA. Giannis was also pretty slim when he was drafted, but throughout the years has transformed into one of the strongest players in the league. Wembanyama is also known to be a hard worker, so it will be interesting to see his body progress through his basketball journey. Despite all the hype for Wemby, very few people were prepared for the show that the Frenchman put on when his Metro 92 team took on the G League's Ignite in Nevada. Wembanyama put 37 points on the board and, believe it or not, drained 7 3-pointers. As for defense, the 18-year-old prodigy had 5 unreal blocks while looking more like a seasoned guard than a 7'4" center. At this point, it would be stating the obvious to say that he's a cut above the rest, but you don't have to take it from us, as even LeBron James himself weighed in on the teen sensation and possibly gave him a new nickname to boot. I think probably the same as everybody else thinks. Everybody's been a unicorn over the last few years, but he's more like an alien. No one has ever seen anyone as tall as he is, but as fluid and graceful as he is on the floor. He's for sure a generational talent. Hopefully he continues to stay healthy. That's the important thing for him. Like everyone, Kevin Durant is fascinated by the emergence of Victor Wembanyama, and he believes the league is not ready for the 7'4" French phenom's arrival. That type of talent and skill just puts a smile on your face if you play basketball, said Durant Thursday night. The evolution of the game has taken us this far. We got a 7'5" dude that's able to do everything on the court. It's inspiring to a lot of people. It's not just his very unique skill set for a player of his size and his age that pops out to Durant. It's the way he's handled himself throughout the hype. One specific comment Wembanyama made recently caught the attention of the Nets superstar. I heard a comment he said. Somebody compared him to a few players in the league, and he was like, I think I'd do myself a disservice if I compared myself to 1 or 2 players. I'm going to take from everybody. That's such a profound statement and made me a big fan of his. Above all, Wembanyama has taken the basketball community by storm over the recent days in the Metropolitans 92 squad and G League Ignite matchups. A mini-series, the 18-year-old has posted back-to-back 36-plus point games, with highlights after highlights being made in every quarter. And Durant's thinking what everyone else is also thinking. The league's really in trouble when he comes in. I want to see how it plays out. Everybody's been excited about his arrival to the league, so we'll see what happens. Wembanyama reminds a lot of people of Kevin Durant, but just with an even longer frame. While everybody's a huge believer in Wemby, and they instantly jump on the hype train, Clippers forward Paul George has a more balanced approach. He's more on the side of Draymond Green, who, despite being a big believer, still has some concerns about Victor Wembanyama's adjustment to the NBA. While in no shape or form does Paul George think that Wembanyama's going to be a bust, he doesn't believe that he'll be an all-star in his rookie season as well, despite what a lot of people think. I see him doing well. I'm not saying he's going to, no way at all, a bust. He's going to be a star, but I think in the beginning there's got to be some kind of struggle, just his transitioning to this game. I don't think his trajectory is going to be this points upward from day one. This is an interesting point as well, because very few players have actually managed to accomplish this in their rookie season. Players may have a difficult time adjusting to the NBA, as the schedule and competition level are just so much higher than those of those levels of competition of foreign leagues. However, generational talents like Victor Wembanyama are expected to perform at a high level wherever they go as soon as they arrive. That's why they're considered to be so great. We will see. Only time will tell what happens in the future of the young Frenchman's basketball career. Processing so many unique features from his size to his playing style, Victor Wembanyama is one of the most hyped-up draft prospects of all time. What sets him apart from every other young player is the approach he has on basketball. While partying and enjoying the money earned from the huge basketball contracts is cool, Wembanyama's current priorities are keeping his body healthy and improving as a basketball player. He has such a professional approach to basketball that it's no wonder why he's so far ahead of his peers. He has a routine that he follows every day, before every game day and after, and is just such a refreshing sight to see somebody so young be so devoted and professional. Let's just hope that he keeps it that way and gives us one of the greatest basketball careers of all time.